guys, it's Jenna, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the new Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana collection. But first of all, do you guys notice something a little bit different about my face? In particular, my braces are off. It's been a long road, but they actually got me in on a cancellation, and I'm so thrilled with the results. So anyways, this is going to be an overview on the Pat McGrath collection. I will be doing a full review when I purchase the products that you guys are interested in, but I've actually been getting some requests to do these types of overview videos, sort of like before they actually launch. And a part of me was kind of like, really, you guys want that? Like, you don't want just the review? But I think talking about collections and going through it is also really important, because then we can kind of figure out what we want to get and not like panic buy or anything and have any regrets. So this is a really beautiful collection so far. It's actually massive. We're going to go over everything point by point, but I first want to talk about the biggest palette. This is the Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana palette. It apparently has her matte formulation in it, her metallics, as well as her metallic sparkles. So it looks like there is no Blitz Astrals in here. And to be honest, I don't believe any of her holiday collections really have Blitz Astrals in these larger palettes. Sometimes she'll put out like more quads that have the Blitz Astrals. Year over year, I have found that anyway. So I did poll you guys on Instagram. I'm going to show you guys some of the results because I was kind of curious. So first of all, overview, do we love the holiday collection or not? 79% said yes, 21% no. So it looks like the majority of you guys are actually pretty pumped about it, which is awesome. Now for the palette itself, I asked you guys your thoughts. Here are some of the results. We have so happy for something other than pinks and golds. Yawn, very repetitive. We have this all by now. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Skip, love, looks like last year's. Beautiful. Waiting for your review. Waiting for your review, waiting for your review. Of course, I will be, keeping it real. I will be picking this one up. This one says, if you don't love color, you might not love this. Fair. This is one that is looking pretty bright to me. And I do think that, there's some purples. We have some nice, it looks like 3 columns. If I can take a look at it, we have some neutrals in the first 2 columns. Looks like more cool tones. In the second 2 columns are the middle. And then on the end, they look more warmer toned to me. So it looks like she's got some building blocks with all sorts of tones to please everybody. The green looks really beautiful. I hope that's a matte. That would be so stunning. We also have lots of beautiful shimmers that a lot of us really love. So I do think she's kind of played with color with this, but also kept it kind of safe because she's grounded and anchored this palette with golds, browns, lots of tones that we can use on a regular basis in case we don't want bold color, but there is still enough bold color in here that if you're not into playing with those types of tones, you might not be interested in this big one. Sometimes her pictures are so misleading, and when you actually get the palette in hand, it looks totally different. So hopefully this is not the case, but I was really worried when I saw the outer packaging because it was pink. And a lot of you guys were like, pink again? Because she does seem to be more, I don't know, would you say a little bit into the pinks lately because she knows that's sort of what sells for her line, like the Divine Rose 1, Divine Rose 2, other palettes that are not Divine Rose 3 and 4, but could very well fit into that family. There's a bit more of an emphasis on the bright, but I do think there's at least enough to me of the everyday friendly colors and sparkly colors that a lot of us are used to using. Really, when it comes to your responses, I would say for the most part, people are saying stunning, gorgeous, perfect balance. Actually, someone says here, perfect balance between neutral and colorful, not too warm, so pretty. It's all right. We need some duochrome shades. Yes. I don't think there's a duochrome shade yet, but we don't know yet. It's hard to see from these preliminary pictures. Just like the yes and no poll where it was like 79% said yes and 21% said no. That's sort of what the comments are coming through like. There's still some people saying skip, don't want, and then there's people that are really excited about it. I would say the majority are excited about it. Pat has just posted actually an hour ago on her Instagram the swatches of this mega palette. It does look fairly colorful actually, but you know, still got a decent balance of those really friendly everyday colors. It says they're all brand new. It says 18 brand new shades. Let's see, 3 colorways, neutral, warm, and cool. So I'm glad I, I picked up on that, but she also said that as well. In this big palette, it looks like there's half matte shades. So 9 are matte, and then the rest of them are a combination of shimmer, what she calls platinum sparkles, and frost shades. Super, super stunning. So I'm actually really excited to play with this one. I do feel like sometimes I love playing with color and other times not so much. So given today's look, it's actually the duochrome from Natasha Denona's palette, the My Dream palette. So I do like these, you know, certain out of the box looks from time to time, but I would say for the most part, I like to stay safe. This is a palette where you can do both. So hopefully the quality is there. I will definitely let you guys know. I'm going to be picking up these two as well if you are interested in them, but this is the first year that I have seen anyways where she's done 2 palettes like this as well as a big palette. So we have the 18 pan palette, plus we have 2 5-pan palettes. The Celestial Nirvana eyeshadow palettes, 5-pan palettes with a new formula. Okay, that is exciting. A new formula is very exciting. Almost looks kind of shimmery in nature. It doesn't look like there's any mattes. Actually, the second pan in each might be a matte. I just can't really see from this picture. It looks like 1 matte and then 4 shimmers, which, you know what? I think some people are not going to like that balance, but I don't mind it because I'm a shimmer girl, so I could do shimmer all day long, but having that 1 matte to really smoke out or anchor a look, it isn't necessary. It's important. So I would say the first one's called Nude Allure, which is a warm nude bronze color story, and then the second one is Bronze Bliss. It's a cool platinum bronze color story. Should I pick these up? Should I pick up one or the other or both? Definitely intrigued by this one. It looks like it's going to be the similar cardboard packaging from Pat McGrath. Now, normally, and this is just over the years of doing reviews, I have found that sometimes brands will change up packaging and then the quality of the product inside also suffers. But this is not the case with Pat. It just depends on, you know, which palette it is, because I've seen some poor performing palettes, the trifold ones that she actually pulled back from her vault, which I shouldn't say, but honestly, that's why I haven't been sharing them, because they're not really my favorite palettes. The 6-pan palettes that she's pulled out from her vault, wasn't the biggest fan of those. I can't remember what they were called, clearly, because I didn't like them. But those have come back, and they're not really my favorite, and that was the cardboard packaging as well. But the Christmas, like holiday ones, they seem to be pretty consistently strong. So I'm excited for this. I'm very hopeful. But let me know, do you guys think I should be getting these two or not? Now let's talk about the blush palettes. There are 4 blushes in here and a highlight in each one. It looks like there's 2 color stories. Is the highlight the same in both of them? It looks like it might be, unless there's like very slight differences. This one's really tough to know. So this one is the Divine Blush and Glow cheek palettes. There are 4 blushes, and it's a combination of her existing blushes as well as new shades. And I think the majority of them are going to be existing shades, so just keep that in mind. This one is tough to tell because it looks like we don't have a ton of information on these blush palettes yet. I'm just looking at Trend Mood 1's post right now for the blushes. All we know, it's a mix of best-selling as well as new shades. I don't know if those highlights are the same. They look so close if they're not. So I'm not sure about that. Even some of those blushes look similar, like the one in like the 2nd position as well as the 3rd. Both of them look very similar in each palette, but it's definitely hard to tell. Looks to be like there's a new Divine Rose 3 in one of them, in one of the collections, and then a new shade Desert Orchid 2 in another. Very tough to know from this though, because the information is so minor. Either way, what I'm going to do with these, just to see if that maybe will help you guys out, once I see these, I might only get 1 or maybe even none, because I do own a lot of her blushes. The highlights look very similar, so maybe just 1 to sort of make sure that the formulation is consistent. But let me know your thoughts on these, because this one's tougher to kind of decipher. There's clearly a difference between 2 of them or both of them, but there's not a ton either from these promotional photos. So hopefully other photos will let us know. This is also a good option if you haven't tried her blushes yet and you're wanting something, you know, with more variety instead of just picking up a larger one in a single pan. So that one I'm curious about. I'm kind of like a question mark. Let me know your thoughts on that one, but I will dig deeper for that, especially closer to launch day. We also have a new highlight. This is called the Venetian Nude, Peach Nude with Silver Sparkle Highlight. First of all, I love the embossment. She kills it on the embossment, you guys. Like, that's so stunning. It looks beautiful. Almost looks like it's coming out of the pan at you. Like it's like a 3D image. So, so beautiful with that. Very shimmery it looks like. So I think this is a new shade. And then we also have a new blush, a peach nude with a satin pearl finish. Looks stunning. Looks actually pretty unique as well, considering my blush collection. This one looks cooler and has that really beautiful, it's like peachy mauve almost. This is stunning. And the embossment is beautiful with like the roses, but you've also got a little bit more going on for holiday with the stars. It's really beautiful. So I'm excited for these two. That's for sure. I'll probably get both, not gonna lie, but let me know your thoughts on these as well. But normally her highlights and her blushes are actually very good quality, and even when she puts these in these collections as well, it's really nice as well. Two matte trans lipsticks. I believe one is new and one isn't, but the embossment and the packaging, it looks very royal. It looks like, you know, just very, very fancy. We do have the chrome lips on the packaging itself. Normally they're gold. This is like a chrome kind of color, super beautiful. Detailing is also the crown on each of the lipsticks. Almost makes you not want to use it, but we do have a new one called Nude Venus. This is the nude coral lipstick. Forbidden Love, which is a classic red. This is also stunning. I do have a really gorgeous red from Pat McGrath already. Definitely gonna go for the Nude Venus lipstick here, but the matte trans formulation is very consistent and super creamy for a matte. So I love these two as well. We're gonna get to my not so popular opinion on this next one. This to me just doesn't suit my style. So my style is, I don't know, I feel like it's just not super bold and editorial, right? These are 3 colored mascaras. I believe they belong with the Dark Star collection, but they have color here. So we have Aquamarine Dream, which is like a green, like very bright. I personally wouldn't wear something like this. The Ultraviolet Blue, same thing, and the Pink Mystique, same thing. If colored mascara is your thing, you're going to love it. For myself, this is a very easy skip. The original is black, so I did actually pick that one up long ago. And it is a nice one, but it's a, I would say, more hourglass shape wand. So I do feel like when you actually apply the formulation, sometimes you can get a little bit too much on the brush. So just kind of remove the excess along the tube and then apply it, and it actually does really nice for volume and thickening, but it's a little bit easier if you're not careful to make your lashes kind of stick together, because there's a lot of formula that goes on that wand because of the shape of it and how dense the bristles are. So just keep that in mind, but it is a nice mascara for sure. These colors are just far too bright for me, and I am more of like a black mascara kind of girl. So it's very clear. If you've been watching me for a while, I don't know if I've worn color mascara like ever. Maybe the Charlotte, like she came out with the Pillow Talk one that was kind of in like a dark, you know, Pillow Talk medium color. I don't even think I've tried that yet because I was so scared. So color and mascara for me is just not my forte, but could be for you if you love this. We also have some minis in this collection. We're going to wrap up this video here. We have the Velvet Kohl eyeliner in extreme black, which is actually back by popular demand. So it is a product she's had before. This is going to be back in holiday packaging, and it looks really beautiful if you're interested in that. And then we have 2 mini sets. One is a mini Divinal lip duo, which is the Nude Venus and Temptress. So there's 2 of the lip Divinals, which is a nice smoothing kind of lip balmy consistency. We have that if you're interested. And we also have a trio. This is the Nude Venus lipstick, gloss, and lip pencil. And this is called the Mini Nude Venus Lip Trio. So the trios are really nice. In my opinion, if you don't go through a ton of makeup, or you have a ton and you want some different things, but you don't want to commit to a larger size. It's actually a really smart idea. I've had some people like message me being like, the minis are such a waste. And if you think about it from a cost perspective, potentially, because it's always going to be a bit more cost per gram in a mini, but for like usability and kind of like functionality, some people have a ton of lip glosses. Me. Some people have a ton of lipsticks. Me. Some people have a ton of liners. Me. So for a practical perspective, you can save a little bit of money up front, but you're getting less product overall. So you actually have a chance of using stuff up instead of having larger sizes of everything. So that's kind of my perspective there. But for cost per gram, it's always going to be a bit more in a mini set. What do you guys think of the collection? So far, we do not have a launch day. You can sign up for VIP access on her website. So I will leave the link for that down below, but let me know your thoughts on this. Which ones should I be getting? Which ones do you think I should skip? And which ones are you most excited about for a review coming up very, very soon? Harvey is here to say goodbye to you guys for now. Until my next one, take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.